Welcome friends, here at that 1870s homestead, and my name's Rachel, and we're just down in the basement. I was bringing down some Amish friendship bread. If you don't know what it is or you've missed the video, I've got a video coming out about this, making the starter and then making breads, putting that in the freezer. But while I was down here, I'm grabbing things to cook too. So I don't know how many meals, but it's kind of our process. If I don't come down here and meal plan, like it'll become dinner time and we'll be like, what's for dinner? Because we'll just get busy throughout the day. And I'm hungry, it's lunch. So whatever I grab for today, we're gonna whip up lunch together. But let me get this in the freezer. And when I did my pantry tour, people's like, I'd love to see your freezer. I'm not gonna go all through it, but I'll at least show you what it looks like opening the lid. So it's kind of terrible lighting, but yeah, when I say it's filled to the brim, it's really filled to the brim. So I should get something out of here to cook. So let's take a bag of our O'Brien potatoes. We'll take a bag of broccoli. Let's see what else I can take to make room. So a lot of things that I do, like if I'm making sweets, I will make one for the week and then I'll just package a bunch of others up. So I've got some pie crust, cinnamon breads. We have lots of zucchini, my corn on the cob. Oh, I should take up some of our cabbage steaks. I'll make some of those this week. And now I have room, voila, for another sweet. I can't get into all of this, but like I store my coffee in here, so that takes up a little bit of space. But this whole bag is corn cob. This is how we store our garlic. So the garlic's in here. We've got carrots, rhubarb, I can see. This is the green tomato apple pie filling we made together this year. This is another way we like to store leftovers. So Todd will make up like a big, huge batch of pasta or jambalaya or something like that. And then we'll vacuum seal our leftovers for quick lunches. Yeah, lots and lots of blueberries. So we'll plan a meal around something with broccoli and cabbage and Orion potatoes. So I think for the broccoli, we really like Korean beef or like broccoli beef, some type of Asian-inspired dish. So I'm just gonna grab, it's gonna be loud when I get in here, but this is one of our freezers filled with meat. I'm gonna grab a 1 pound package of goat stew meat. So that's what it looks like. Pretty nice. It's really, really good. For the cabbage, let's try some of our new pork chops. Let's do a pork chop and cabbage. It'll be our first try with our new pork chops. And then for the potatoes, O'Brien, I may work this into like an egg quiche, because I do have that's a good idea. Let me go grab a pie crust and we will make a quiche and put our potatoes in there. All right, so all the frozen goodies are out, but I need to look around and see. Todd's not the biggest fan of cabbage, so with the pork chops, I should grab another vegetable. So let me grab we'll come back over this way. Fix you guys. Sure, a little crooked. And I'm gonna go grab a can of green beans and potatoes. No, just green beans. So we'll just grab green beans, so that's one meal. And then for the broccoli beef, I don't really need anything else to add to it, but maybe we will, because I'm not sure how much I'm going to use my pickled peppers. These are bell peppers. Toss in a thing of pickled bell peppers with the broccoli beef. And then for the quiche, Do I want to add anything other than the potatoes? I mean, I have cheese and eggs, the milk. I don't think I do. We could add spinach to it, but yeah, probably not. So I am like, when I cook, I don't usually use a lot of like sides and things. We usually just have the meal, and it may consume 1 or 2 jars of something. But I know what I want for my lunch. I want some of my brown sugar pears. We made these this year, and they are so good. So I'm gonna have some pears, and then I'm gonna make myself some tuna fish. So we have our canned salmon that Todd caught, and I'm going to take up, not pineapple zucchini. I've done that before. Pineapple zucchini and zucchini relish look almost identical on the shelves, so make sure you label them. And then we'll put in some zucchini relish. And I'm probably just going to mix that together with some mayonnaise and some seasoning. And then we'll have tuna fish. All right, so let's pack it all up and bring it upstairs. My house smells amazingly lovely right now. So, a couple tips. Are you guys straight? Yeah. You look like you're about to fall over. Candle jars. If you have a candle jar with just a little bit of, like wax, but it can't burn anymore. You know how that gets when you have a wick down at the bottom and the wax just keeps putting the wick out. These are really nice candles. I don't remember what brand they are, but both of them were really good, and they had wood wicks, so the wax melted down perfectly evenly the whole way. And it had like, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch of wax at the bottom. But I want to reuse these jars because they have these, the beautiful wood lids. And they're great to either create a new candle or use as storage canisters. Totally off the topic of food making, but I filled it with water, put it in a pot. This pot has a trivet, so it's not setting directly on the heat. Filled it with water, simmered for probably like an hour. And that it'll happen is it's melted that wax, and now the wax will form at the top, and I can pop that out. You can also do the freezer trick. But I'm going to be making these into Christmas gifts. Drill a hole, put a cute little knob on it, and then I'll make a cute container. I got to get the labels off and all that stuff. But just an idea. But I was saying about my house smelling so good. If you didn't even want to do all that, and you just wanted to use that last bit of fragrance and smell, you could probably leave this simmering all day as if you were running a candle. And it would smell divine in your home. Now that we are back on subject, we'll get our goodies out. I think the pie crust will be for towards the weekend, so I'm just going to throw that in the freezer up here. I'm leaving the pork chops out to thaw. We'll have those tonight. I'm going to put this in the fridge. That'll be for another day. Potatoes, similar. Freezer up here. Cabbage, I'll put in the freezer till I need it, but that will go with the pork chops tonight. Broccoli in the freezer up here. And then these, when I bring up jars like this, I kind of just set them outside my pantry upstairs. That's lunch. And then I know what I'm having for dinner. Okay, so let me get this stuff put away, and we'll come back and we'll make our tuna fish. So similarly, I have a lot of goodies up here, like onions, carrots, peas, ham bone, old bananas, dill, lots of peppers, cabbage, more onions, more broccoli, lots of bananas. So the trick becomes finding space in my little freezer up here so that I can do this. Which sometimes mean sharing the ice tray. Okay, So it's been years since I've shown you guys this pantry. And the main reason is I rarely use this upstairs pantry anymore. And it's not good because I need to work through the food that's in this pantry. But my habit has just become to go downstairs to get food. Don't ask me why. It's probably because this one doesn't give me that variety view like my downstairs pantry does. Todd says he still uses this one, but I wonder. So I'll show it to you guys, and then this is probably one of the main places that we do store anything store-bought that we buy. So this is kind of the state of it, and it's filled with just random goodies that are exact duplicates of things downstairs. And then this bottom shelf has a lot of our freeze-dried ingredients, and then this is the only space that has anything store-bought. So there's like cream of mushroom soups, chili dog sauce, some store-bought enchilada sauce, green chilies, cranberry sauce, and pumpkin, just random things. Most of it's old. And then we have a big thing of mushrooms and our milk. So I really don't need to bring up green beans because if I had taught myself to use this upstairs pantry, I have green beans up here. And then I'll put my bell peppers in here. Up here, not much different. We have some freeze-dried, can you guys see up there? Some freeze-dried products, freeze-dried home products, pie fillings, peanut butter, orange juice. So not a lot of nothing. And then since you guys didn't see this pantry during the pantry tour, we can go ahead and take a peek because it's been a while since you guys have seen the baking pantry. And this is like all baking ingredients. Like, I know I have a lot of viewers since our channel has done a upstairs pantry video, but baking products, things like that. So, all right, who wants to make tuna fish? Saddest news ever. I'm sure it'll show up, but I've lost my favorite can opener, which stinks because these little church keys damage lids. Which I don't like being wasteful, and we can't find it anywhere. I don't know how it could have gotten lost. I was saying when I was draining the fish, and I think my camera cut off on me because the battery died, but I keep lemon essential oil at my shelf above my kitchen sink, and it is like saving grace for things like this where, you know, I need to work fish with my hands. It's almost near impossible to get fish smell off. But lemon essential oil does that. It'll help with garlic. So while my hands are soapy, I'll just squirt some in the soap and then wash my hands really good. And it also helps for the jars. So the sticky labels, I will drizzle some of that lemon essential oil over it, let it sit for a second, give it a scrub, and I have hardly any effort to get it off. So I'm going to add a big dollop of zucchini relish to the tuna fish. Add a big pile of mayonnaise to the tuna fish. Let's get our pepper. I happen to have some dill handy. This is just dill I haven't put away from harvesting it. And some salt. And then I'll mix this up. Now, if I had like fresh ingredients on hand, other things I like to add to my tuna fish, I could have boiled an egg, but I'm not waiting for that. I normally would add a boiled egg, some apple chunks, maybe even some grapes, shredded carrots. I really like to add lots of things to mine. And then I'm just gonna make some toast and serve it on toast. And I've got lunch made that is absolutely delicious. And oh, I wanted to tell you something. I have changed up my mayonnaise recipe. If Todd remembers when he's editing this, I'll have him link to the mayonnaise video, but I have gone to 2 eggs. It makes it for just a much thicker mayonnaise, and we like it better. So 2 eggs to 1 cup of oil with a little bit of lemon juice. And then we add Amish coleslaw spices to ours, which we just buy from the Amish bulk store. All right, there is my tuna fish. So thanks guys coming with me today. It was just a simple video. I was going down to get myself lunch, and I thought while I'm down there, oh no, to put the cinnamon bread away and get my ingredients to make lunch. Oh, it is so good. Oh, I may cook an egg after all, just so I have it proper. And then I figured while I was down there, I was gonna grab dinner ingredients for the week. So, hey, it's how we're using our food. It's what we grew, what we raised, my ideas for meals, and maybe you'll get inspired to make something up from your pantry ingredients and work that freezer. Like, I need to seriously focus on working my freezer beyond working my pantry. So, talk to you guys later, and happy cooking, happy kitchen creating where you are. And I'll talk to you later.